Hey everybody, it's Lindsay coming to you today. I actually had to take my glasses off to make this video because the glare was so terribly bad on them. But just wanted to make a video, kind of talk about some things that have been going on, some things that have been bothering me, I guess. So it's been a couple of weeks since, actually it's been more like 3 weeks since we did our disclosure for the adoption and decided that that child was not one that we wanted to pursue adoption on. And we were informed that there was another child that might be available. We submitted our letter to decline the previous child that we decided not to pursue immediately the next day, and it's been almost 3 weeks now, and we still have not, our case has not been closed on that, and we have not been reopened for adoption yet. That's getting very difficult to deal with, and it's very frustrating. It really makes it hard for me to want to continue with the process. The waiting is the hardest part, and everything had gone pretty quickly up until we got to the disclosure phase. We just started this journey in January, and everything got done really quickly, and we were actually authorized for a child really quickly after our home study was approved. And I think that really took me by surprise, and now everything is slowing down, and it's really getting kind of depressing. There's just so much going on that the adoption and the waiting is just making things a little more difficult and a little bit worse. And on the disclosure that we had, it was not the best experience either. It was very emotional in the fact that it was very frustrating, and there was some anger involved with the way that we were actually treated. Almost like they picked us to be parents, but yet we weren't good enough to be the parents. So that was definitely frustrating. And so, we're still just waiting and waiting and waiting, and I know this is going to be a really long waiting game now, but it's even making me doubt whether or not I'm going to be a good mother or not, whether or not I even want to be to even be a mother. Of course, if I'm going to be a mother, I want to be a good one, but I don't know if that's really something that I want now, and I really don't know what to do or how to feel, or if I should just chalk it all up to frustration over the waiting. But it's caused some doubts to come into my mind, and that's really been bothering me. Other than that, I'm still working on my diet. I'm still trying to get ready for possibly having the vertical sleeve gastrectomy, or the VSG. My appointment for my consultation with the Choctaw Nation Health Services to see if I actually qualify for weight loss surgery is going to be on August 16th, and that'll be at Tallahena, Oklahoma. After that, if they approve me, I'll get to choose my own surgeon, and I'll probably, living in southeast Oklahoma, being close to Texas, I'll probably choose someone over on the Texas side of the border, and use the Texoma Medical Care Hospital, TMC, over at Sherman. And it's kind of difficult picking a doctor, knowing who to pick, who's been doing this long enough. I've been trying to get some recommendations from some people that I know. I know other people that have gone up to Norman, Oklahoma to have it done. Some people have gone down to Denton, Texas to have it done. but I was thinking it would be easier for me to have it closer to home, probably in case something goes wrong and I need to be seen right away. And getting to Denison and Sherman is a lot closer than getting to Denton or to Dallas. I mean, that's like 40 minutes compared to an hour to an hour and a half. So, and it's the same thing of if I went to Norman, it would be the same thing. But I'm nervous about that. I know that I want to have the surgery, but my new fear is not that I'm not going to get cleared for the surgery so much as that I might die from the surgery. I know that the death rate is low and the complication rates are fairly low. But I know that bad things can happen. I've heard bad stories about what's happened to people who have had the surgery. But because of the things with my heart, which my cardiologist isn't sure if I have a hardening of an artery or if it was just a shadow on the x-ray from when I had the stress test. But he's got me on 3 medications for my heart just in case. So I'm not really sure if I could even survive the surgery. Nobody has really told me. I haven't been given any restrictions on things that I can do. I haven't been given restrictions on my diet. All I was told was I need to lose 50 pounds. He didn't say how to lose the 50 pounds. It was just, you need to lose 50 pounds. Well, for me, that's a really tall order. I mean, I have been overweight pretty much my whole life. I can remember being in elementary school and having to go on diets with my mother. My mother was also overweight. My dad was overweight. I come from a family of overweight people. But even from the age of elementary school age group up until now, I can remember going on diets and nothing ever working and gaining weight and even more than what I had lost. And it's just been this constant roller coaster of diets and weight and everything ever since I was a little kid. And I've had insulin resistance for several years now. I actually found out that I had PCOS and insulin resistance when I was in college, which would be about 7 years ago, or even, well, I graduated college 7 years ago, so we're talking like the 7 to 10 year ago range. And that has played a big part in why I can't really lose the weight that I would like to lose, because of the hormonal imbalances that go along with that. And sorry, I'm getting a little choked up. But I've just been on this roller coaster, this hamster wheel for so long of just losing weight, trying a new diet. That diet doesn't work. It's just one diet after another. And the only time I really did lose any weight was a few years ago. I had a personal trainer and I was eating very little and working out 3 times a week for about an hour at a time, doing cardio and strength training, and it still took me 6 months just to lose 20 pounds. You know, that's something that most people can do a lot quicker than that. So I really want to get the weight off. I want to change. I want to get the surgery, but I'm just afraid of if I'm going to make it through the surgery. And my cardiologist didn't say that I couldn't have the surgery, but he didn't say that I could have it either. He just said that he wanted to have a special CAT scan of my heart done so he could look at the arteries to make sure, which I don't know why he's not doing that anyway. I mean, obviously, if you're going to have me on medication for this, you should know for sure what you're giving me the medication for. But that's my new fear, is dying during surgery. I think that's a valid fear to have, regardless of how low the death rate for this type of things may be. Things can still happen. I'm at the point where it's starting to feel like my body is just turning against me. That, I have type 2 diabetes, I have high blood pressure. Now I have the thing with my heart. I have ankylosing spondylitis. I have bipolar depression that I'm on several different medications for. It just feels like my body's turning against me, and I'm only 31 years old. And I don't want to die young. My parents were both 58 when they died, and I don't want to be that. I don't want to be the person that dies young. And that's really what's fueling me wanting to have the weight loss surgery is I want to be healthier, and I want to live longer and spend more time with my husband and go and do more things with him and have fun. And I travel so much for work that one thing that I'm so looking forward to and that I want so badly is to be able to get on an airplane, sit in the seat, and not have to have a seatbelt extender. It's embarrassing to have to ask for one, and you have people around you that are looking at you while you're putting the seatbelt extender on, and it's just this whole ordeal. And so I think my goal is to get to that point where I can get on an airplane and just be a normal person. Just sit there and be a normal person. And I just don't feel like it's a goal that I can accomplish on my own. Right now, I'm at my heaviest weight. I'm about 390 pounds. And which is embarrassing to say, but that's my stats. I'm 5'8", 390 pounds, and I'm just not healthy. And I want to get healthier. So one thing that I've started doing now is I've started looking up like keto diet and the recipes for that, because I know a lot of the people that have had weight loss surgery end up doing keto or some sort of recommended low carb, high protein diet. And so I've watched a few different people on YouTube, gotten some recipes from them. In fact, I tried one tonight about having to make keto-friendly biscuits, and they actually turned out pretty good. It was different, but it's something I could get used to. My husband even liked them. But I'm trying slowly to start incorporating healthier things where it won't be such a shock when I do have to actually eat that way permanently, when I don't have a choice anymore. But yeah, I just wanted to take a few minutes and kind of talk to you guys and let you know what's going on with me and how I'm feeling. And there's just a lot going on right now, and I'm not really feeling that great about it. I actually go to see my psychiatrist next week, and so one of the things that I'm going to tell him is, I've got a lot going on. I feel all right, but I feel like we could do better. So I notice I'm saying a lot. I'm sorry, I'm kind of rambling here, but it seems like all the videos that I make are really, really short, and I wanted to make a little bit of a longer video and kind of let you guys get to know me a little bit more. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for right now, and I guess I will talk to you guys later. Bye.